Alright, Black Signal is up. Got on the black Gye-Nyame shirt like I told you. Yep. Alright, we're about to jump off. Not as early as usual, but we are up. We are streaming. Had a great show last night. Want to thank everybody that participated. Now it's time for us to toast our ancestors. So family, I want to welcome you to Congregation of the Mighty, the place where your hustle builds muscle. I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know it's a Heart of a Simple production. This is our daily toast, where we strive to blow up. Or should I say, breathe in, drink. Now grab your glass full of that water. Get your picture of that water. Pour that picture of your water. Lift it for you. Drink. Or should I say, live for this drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Oh, move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Family, just move your body. Or should I say, move in, drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Ma'am, just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, live, toast, in. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. But to stay healthy, you gotta remember, breathe, drink, eat, move, and sleep. Mostly appropriate. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. drink. Breathe, 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 breathe. Move, 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 move. Just remember, family, drink your water. Oh man, great morning to everyone, or should I say great rising, great day, family. Oh my God. It is good to be amongst you this morning. We got to get our health drink together so that we can go on and toast these ancestors. Got a little bit of water with the rest of that root that I was eating on last night, soaking in it. Yep. So we gonna have us some burdock, and we're gonna pour us a little bit of this well-aged ambrosia. Just a little bit. Man, so we are up. We are toasting. Last night we had a good discussion about the folk tale. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for those files in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or at least be able to identify the files in your life. And most importantly, know who and where you are. Are you in a place that is toxic to you? You know what I'm saying? Because that workshop, that Smith shop, that from the story last night, was toxic to that lion. A lot of us are in toxic environments, and you know, we got to find a way to work our way around it. So I'm going to take this root, throw it in there. That might be my breakfast this morning. Might be able to sustain me, right? I'm very hungry. I'm famished. So, alright, so we're going to do our toast. And let me find where my stuff is. I had to clean up this piece around my crib. Where is my equipment for toasting? That's what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like moving my stuff around. Then it get hard. There you go. Got my sheet. So family, it is time once again for us to lift up our ancestors as well as lift up ourselves, our thoughts. Once again, I want to remind everybody that we have the G&J Mall popping off this weekend. This Kaumba, 427 from 12 to 6 p.m. at 3500 Refugee Road. Come on out and support us. Support yourself. Support your community. Let's build. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got, there is absolutely no time to waste. We got a lot of stuff to do. And like I said, one of the things that's been on my mind this week, once again, listening to Brother Amos Wilson. Man, listen to Brother Amos Wilson, man, listen. Amos Wilson reminds us that we have been here before. The congregation of the mighty, that's right. We have been, where we are right now, we have been here before. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to not only prepare to move back into that situation, because there was a 12-year period where our people, during this thing called Reconstruction, we were able to make great strides and actually moved into a position in this country where we are today. I know a lot of y'all, I know it's hard for a lot of y'all to believe, but when Reconstruction ended, Southerners moved back in. Were allowed to move back in. All the protection was eliminated from black folks, and we went back to servitude. We went back to a form of slavery. They just call, after post-Reconstruction. You know what I'm saying? They don't say slavery, but went back to post-Reconstruction South. Right? So, and the one thing that we have to prepare for this next period that we're moving into a period where we're coming to a reckoning, where America is going to come to a reckoning. And what's going to happen is that we are going to receive our comeuppance. What we have to be able to do is to maintain it this time, right? One thing to build is another thing to be able to protect what you build, protect what you procure, and protect what you establish, create what you take, right? Because it's cool to get it, but the true game is holding on to it, and not only holding on to it, but causing it to grow, giving it space and time to grow. And that means we gonna have to get ready. We gotta get our minds ready. We gotta get our bodies ready. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put everything in place so that if shit does go back to where all of a sudden motherfuckers want to take back what they're about to give, we have to be able to defend it. And we definitely gonna have to, because right now we're in a battle, because what's happening is you have a lot of people coming out against the whole reparations piece, and a lot of them look like you. You know, they want to continue moving slow and have America come to an emotional and a position where we can do it. But if they could do everything for everybody else, it's time for them to do something for us. It's time for us to demand that we get our table. We don't want to see that joke that we get our table, right? So, all right, enough of that. So let's go and get into it. All right, family. First things first. We always lift up our glass to the Creator first. We toast that Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator, that creative force. We lift it up and we say, I say, near family, where do we go? Near is a simple step, simple journey to our illustrious ancestors. Lifting up our ancestors as we do on a daily basis. So, pick up a book of our ancestors. Wait, hold on. Gotta make sure the black book is available. Okay. It's reachable. Alright. Calling on Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and Willie Walter, Chris Pendergasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pat Meyer Rob, Malika Kapoor, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofer Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carla Hayes, Grace Lernes, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Prince Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Runderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susan B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Weatherby, the Farmer, Argos Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Kitchler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Johns Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatut Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Raymond Annie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delimon Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Perez, the Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Leon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jay Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First. Shouts out to Miss Christine Lowe, Roosevelt Word the First, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Bruce Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavage, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McCate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Ozzie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Monique Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornelia Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Leonard Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Lower Newton, J.B. Farkey, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H. J. Brentley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mary Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Mark Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Rupert Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Let's see. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as 96, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Wiskina Banks. Cleveland, wake up one of your sisters. Tell them to get ready. Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beer, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Nickens, Eric Walker, Quasey, Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Sister Stacy Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isen, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, and Teresa Sambu. Alright? We lift up our glass and we salute all of our ancestors and we say, Ashe. Alright, family, where we go from there? I gotta get the top to my pen is gone. Is one up? Yeah. Who? You up, Sasha? Sasha. You brushing your teeth? Brush your teeth. Lift up our glass. We salute all of our ancestors. We say Ashe. And then family, move to the present moment. Move into this moment in power. Well, we always was in this moment. But we lift up our glass and we salute this moment. We become conscious of the moment. And we understand that this is all the time that we have. And being those that are nation building, being those that are Gye-Nyame, being those that's part of our tribe, part of our family, we know that in this moment we have a pact with our past, our ancestors. Sasha Marsh. We have a pact with our ancestors. We get up and we toast them and we remember and we reflect on the lessons that they left us. And we also have a pact with our future generations, our children, our children, on to infinity. We have a pact with them, and we have to establish a strong and firm foundation upon which they can stand. So we salute this moment. And this moment today, family, is Ujima. I ask you to activate those reticular formations and go out into the world and seek Ujima. What is Ujima? For those that don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. So take a picture of it, share it. You know what I'm saying? Put it on our timeline. Let's talk about it, right? We got a request from Miss CeeLo. You know, since we are in the moment.
Damn, Rob, come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. Right? So family, we got to toast in this moment. We got to work in this moment. We got to build in this moment. We got to live in this moment. We got to love in this moment. This is all we have. We got to put our maximum effort into this moment so that we can make sure that we establish something for our children. Make sure that we are able to leave them, once again, a firm foundation. We are the fertilizer for the future generations. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you are healthy from something out of which great things can grow, right? Once again, Ujima means collective work, collective work and responsibility. Righteousness is the modic principle of the day. Respect is what we teach in the M7. Blue is the color. I don't know blue, but I do got on my black Gye-Nyame, man. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Look at that. Right? The Hermetic law is vibration. The male name for the day is Kwaku. And we need a Kwaku. And we also need an Akua, which is the female name of the day. So we lift up our glass and we toast this mighty, mighty moment, this minute in which we are in, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children, our children's children, onto infinity. We think of them, we lift up our glass, we salute them, we think of them in advance. You know what I'm saying? And we strive to make sure that they will have a firm foundation to build their monuments of greatness. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From their family, where do we go? Of course, you know where we go from here. From here, we move to all of our relations and we toast them. And we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go? Very simple jump, very simple step for each of us, right? We toast. It's that selfish toast where we throw up our glass and think about what it is we need in this moment. We ask, we shall receive. We lift up and we say, Ashe. From their family, I take time to toast the most marvelous, uplifting, outstanding, inspiring, strong, beautiful, motivating, captivating individual in the room. You know who it is. Stop looking around. I'm talking about you. I lift up my glass to you and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. Let's go on and shout out. Hey, Cleveland, did that washer stop? All right, take the clothes out of the washer. Put them in the dryer. Put the clothes on top of the washer in the dryer. Put it on the spin cycle and let it spin out. And then we want to put that in there before we get up out of here as well. Huh? Yo, mama, put my pants in there and let them spin, man. Spread them out. All right, real life here, Gye-Nyame journey. You never stop. I never pausing adventure, right? So, family, I want to salute you, and I'm saying have a great day. I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of my burdock root and my ambrosia. And like I said, I gotta get my girls ready. This is that day. I gotta go and get my kids together so we go and take them over to their grandma's house. All right. So this is Brother Tim, and I am out. You put on lotion, brush your teeth.